Plus the magic of Lance Burton and headlines.
Dyslexia can be irksome.
Then on Conan, Adam Sandler, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and the Prez is back tonight.
You're in touch with News 6.
A few months ago, we brought you the story of a woman who unknowingly bought a home just feet from a heating oil spill.
Now, ultimately, she had to have the house torn down. The story of Rebecca's dream-turned-nightmare prompted calls and letters from dozens of our viewers who have similar problems. The complaints range from losing thousands of dollars to losing their health.
The high number of Northlanders suffering from home buying nightmares prompted Barbara Riles to investigate the problem.
Margie Kepler had a dream. She wanted to spend her retirement years running a small bed and breakfast in Hibbing. But those dreams died just 1 week after she bought her dream home.
I was in the house a week, and the roof leaked, and it came through the gabled walls and the ceilings on the 3rd floor. When we took the drop ceiling out of the kitchen, the whole north wall is covered with mildew and mold, and the joists are even rotted. That's how long it had been leaking. Now, these folks that sold the house put that drop ceiling in. They knew what they were covering up.
Margie's dream is still on hold. She's had to move out for the entire winter as workers make major repairs. It'll cost her thousands of dollars, money she can't afford on her fixed income.
My dreams have been shattered. I've lost 6 years of my life in this house, and I may never accomplish what I set out to do.
Margie is not alone. We talked with dozens of home buyers with similar heartbreaking problems. Many of them have even become sick from their exposure to mold and mildew in their new homes.
All I wanted was a nice home for myself and my family, and I'm living in a nightmare.
Many of the homeowners with problems got together and formed a homeowners support and activist group based on the Iron Range. Together, they're pushing for legal change to provide better protections for home buyers.
This Hope Support Group came into existence in 1993 when I lost my lake home, a very special place to me, because the state of Minnesota had inadequate contractor laws, there was no building code enforcement, and there was no consumer protection.
Iron Range lawmaker Dave Tomasoni is familiar with the group and the problems.
So these people are victims that need help, without a doubt. I mean, and oftentimes they're people who are low-income people, don't have the resources to go after the actual litigation that would be necessary in order to get them to where they go.
The Range Activist Group wants to see new laws created to protect home buyers. But the president of the Minnesota Realtors Association says you can't legislate common sense or kindness.
How do you pass a law that says we should treat each other the way we would be treated?
Most of those we talked with had followed the basic rules of home buying. They worked with realty experts and got an independent inspection before buying the house. Still, they ended up with seriously damaged homes.
Some have become sick, many have gone broke trying to make their homes livable, and all have had their dreams shattered. They agree you can't legislate kindness, but they say statewide laws mandating stiffer penalties for misrepresentation in home sales would go a long way toward making home buyers safer. Barbara Riles, News 6.
On the Health Watch tonight, a new report on cancer is released weeks early because of significant implications. Researchers have found by adding chemotherapy to radiation, women suffering from cervical cancer have a better chance of survival. The survival rate jumps from 58% to 73%. Each year, nearly 14,000 American women are diagnosed with cervical cancer. Well, it was an unusually mild February day here in the Northland.
And George is in next to tell us if it'll last. And in sports, a Northwestern student takes the spotlight for her success in not one, but two sports. Tom's got her story and the day in sports coming up.